I don't know, I heard something in here. Dude, something just like was moving right there.
What the f with this crap? I'm sick of this.
Venturing into abandoned buildings alone at night can be terrifying, but what happens when you encounter someone or something you'd rather never meet? Tonight, we're diving into the 6 most disturbing abandoned building encounters ever recorded. These clips will make you think twice about ever stepping into abandoned buildings ever again. Let's delve straight into this first disturbing encounter. This next clip comes from the YouTube channel of Magnus Rismir. Normally, Magnus's videos are lighthearted and filled with the beauty of nature as he shares his outdoor adventures. But this particular video took a much darker turn. On April 9th, 2014, Magnus uploaded a video that takes viewers deep into the remote wilderness of Norway, where he stumbled upon an old, apparently abandoned cabin. Drawn by curiosity, he decided to take a closer look. And while he expected the exploration to be eerie, nothing could have prepared him for the chilling encounter that awaited him inside.
Oi, hva? Gamle driten her, da. Faen, ass.
To Magnus's surprise, the cabin still had electricity, yet the front door stood unlocked and no one responded when he knocked. Feeling a bit uneasy but driven by curiosity, he decided to step inside and take a look around. However, it didn't take long for him to realize that entering the cabin might not have been the best idea after all. The video cuts off here, and no further information has been shared since. It must have been a terrifying moment for Magnus, realizing that someone had been inside the cabin all along. We can only hope that he managed to leave safely without any further confrontation. But it does leave us with some chilling questions. Who was this man, and why didn't he respond when Magnus knocked and entered? What was he doing in what seemed to be an abandoned cabin? Unfortunately, these questions remain unanswered, leaving only speculation behind. One thing is certain, though. This unsettling encounter serves as a powerful reminder that you should always think twice before stepping into abandoned places. You never truly know what, or who, might be waiting inside. Already feeling uneasy? Brace yourself, because this is only the beginning. Let's jump right into the next terrifying encounter, where it's not other people you need to worry about, but the unexplainable, lurking in the shadows. This next eerie encounter comes from the YouTube channel Lost Places and Legends, created by 2 adventurers named Daryl and Matt. With a shared fascination for the mysterious and the forgotten, they delve deep into the abandoned corners of the southeastern U.S., uncovering haunting legends and exploring ghost towns and decaying relics that time has long since left behind. In this video, Daryl and Matt set their sights on an abandoned barnhouse, a place shrouded in unsettling rumors. The landowner had once rented the house out to tenants, but their stay was abruptly cut short. Whatever they experienced there scared them so much that they packed up and left without warning, refusing to return. Since then, the house has stood empty, gathering dust and stories. Naturally, Daryl and Matt's curiosity was piqued, and they couldn't resist investigating it for themselves. It's May 15th, 2024. After a brief meeting with the landowner to hear the unsettling backstory firsthand, they make their way to the abandoned house, eager and slightly nervous to see what secrets it holds. And little did they know, the night ahead would offer them far more than they ever bargained for.
Man, there's all kinds of stuff. And they said that they left stuff, but he also said that his son uses this place for storage, so I don't know. But that is an old antique thingy right there.
This is like a old china
Cabinet or something.
hutch.
There is tons.
Somebody with this storage and a bunch of fishing poles.
Upstairs. Well, don't that just look creepy as crap?
This whole thing's giving a creepy vibe.
A robot?
Who's leaving them? That's what about well, it's an older robot, but
I don't know, but I bet you that sucker was new, or cost a bunch when it was new.
$300 or $400 robot right there.
Man, there's so much stuff in here. God almighty, look at those cobwebs. Oh my God.
Well, they said it'd been empty for about 7, 8, 9 years, something like that.
Man. Oh my goodness.
Totally intrigued and amazed, Matt and Daryl wander through the massive, decaying barn house. The sheer amount of belongings left behind captivates them so much that, for a while, they almost forget the chilling rumors surrounding this place. Every creaking floorboard and dust-covered artifact tells a story, pulling them deeper into the mystery. But their sense of wonder doesn't last long. As they explore further, something happens that shakes them to their core. Something that leaves them completely speechless and reminds them exactly why this place is said to be haunted.
This is the kitchen.
We got kitchen
Man, there's all kinds of crap.
with, yeah, there's stuff left on the shelves and stuff.
Oh wow, look at it.
I'm just not digging the vibe in here, man.
It's got a heavy feel, that's for sure. I don't. Whoa!
Yay, 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 yay. Shit.
Hey, let's go back this way. I don't know what.
Let's back up this way. That was not cool at all.
I mean, are you trying to tell us to get out?
I'm coming back out here.
What was that, dude?
That was a door
I know, but I mean,
about to bust your head open if you would have went about 2
man, if
foot
I had,
closer.
oh my God, if I'd have been 2 more steps in front of that, would have hit. That thing would have hit me.
That wasn't cool.
Man, I don't get scared, but that startled me.
Yeah, that was startling, for real.
All of a sudden, the entire tone of the evening shifted. This chilling experience reminded Daryl and Matt exactly why they had come to this abandoned house in the first place. For a moment, they tried to process what had just happened, but after regaining their composure, the two gathered their courage once more. Determined not to let fear get the better of them, they made their way back to the kitchen where the disturbance had occurred. They carefully put the fallen door back in place, steadying themselves for what might come next. Knowing there were still a few rooms left unexplored, they pressed on, ready or not, to uncover the final secrets the house might be hiding. They hadn't even explored the entire building yet, but deep down, both Daryl and Matt would have loved nothing more than to leave right then and there. Still, determined to stick to their original plan, they pressed on, refusing to let fear cut their adventure short. Room by room, they ventured deeper into the abandoned house, their amazement growing with every discovery. Each space seemed to whisper a story from the past, pulling them further into the eerie charm of the forgotten place. And just as a small sense of comfort began to return, and the tension in the air seemed to ease, something unexpected suddenly started them once again. plunging the night back into uncertainty and fear.
So it'll sit someplace nice.
What was that?
What was that?
I don't know. I heard something in here.
In where?
I don't know. I don't know if it was up. I don't know. I heard something though.
Hold on, let me get my phone and start recording.
Yeah, just in case.
Don't want any surprises.
It sounded like a thud. Oh, hell no. No,
Look.
dude.
That door fell down again. Thought you was leaving. What are you doing? What are you still doing here?
Man, how in the heck is this door coming down?
Matt and Daryl couldn't believe what had just happened. They had placed the door carefully, making sure it was balanced in a way that it shouldn't have fallen so easily. Yet somehow, it had crashed to the ground once again. It was as if something unseen was determined to remind them that they were not alone in this abandoned house.
There ain't nothing on that door.
There's no way for this freaking door to come down. By God, I know how to stop it from coming down.
Put a chair in front of it.
Let's see you do it now, buddy.
Easy, easy. Okay.
What in the hell was that?
What'd you say?
Dude, something just like was moving right there. I don't know if it was a mouse or...
Probably. Mouse, rat.
I'm jumpy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jumpy right now.
Okay, let's check the static here. What was that?
I don't know, but my camera stopped recording too. What the hell? I don't even have a flashlight, dude.
I got a flashlight.
That's the little car that was up there, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the little car that was sitting right up there on the step, on top of the steps.
Huh.
That's on the second step now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we asked them to communicate with us, didn't we?
Looks like they did.
And I'm guessing they did.
What you looking at? What are you looking at?
I'm pretty sure that robot's head was down.
You sure about that?
No, I'm really not. I'll have to look in post-production. But I could have swore I remember seeing a light or something on him. Keep your head down, dude.
Man, if that
Listen.
if that robot raised its head, when we look at this, when we look back at this,
Yeah, I gotta go back through post. I know I haven't touched him, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how he was when we come in. And he was just looking up. All right.
Matt and Daryl weren't completely sure anymore. Had the robot's head really been facing down when they first entered? Or had they simply missed it? Doubt crept in, but even so, the strange activity unfolding around them was impossible to ignore. Feeling more convinced by the minute that something was with them inside the house, they decided to set up for some EVP sessions and ask a few questions, hoping to capture any responses. But before they even had the chance to listen back to their recordings, they were interrupted once again by something completely unexpected.
That was me.
no. Did you hear that? Over in that area,
There's something over there.
in the bath. That's the bathroom, right?
Yeah, that's
No, it sounded like a tapping noise. No, it actually sounded like a tapping noise. Like this, it's almost sounded like this, but I don't know. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
Holy, dude! I just felt that.
Yeah, that shook.
What in the? It better not be. It better not be.
It is, and it went the other way this time.
Dude, I ain't.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching that door again, and I'm not going in that room.
I'm not going
again.
in there no more.
I'm not going in that room. I'm done with the door. We can turn this. Put your static cam
Yeah,
on
let's
in
put the
this
static
room.
cams up. I want to go outside. Y'all give us a minute. We gotta regroup.
I'm going outside, and
This was simply too much for Matt and Daryl. Overwhelmed, they had to step outside to catch their breath and gather their thoughts. They had never experienced so much activity happening all at once. Thankfully, they had left a camera rolling inside the house, just in case something else would occur. Because sure enough, it did. If you look closely, you can spot something moving in the background while Matt and Daryl are outside, taking a moment to get some fresh air. And when they return to the house, they quickly realize that something has changed.
We should have did this one first. I totally agree. And because we needed more time in here, and it's already 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's time to go home.
right
The property owner will probably be getting up soon. He's not going to want us here.
there's a rooster. You can hear the rooster over here crowing right now.
It's time to get up.
No EVPs in this
No.
this place, but we got plenty of movement. I mean, they were moving stuff around, whoever they are.
I know we caught the door falling.
It was time to leave. The sun was starting to set, and Matt and Daryl were feeling the exhaustion settle in after such an intense exploration. But one thing was certain. This was a night they would not soon forget. With all the unexplained activity, objects moving and falling on their own, it became clear that something truly haunted this old barn house. Feeling both drained and exhilarated by the evidence they had captured, Matt and Daryl decided it was finally time to call it a night. They packed up their gear, still glancing nervously over their shoulders, and left the property, the eerie silhouette of the barn house fading into the dusk behind them. One thing is for sure, whatever roams those abandoned halls, it made sure to leave a lasting impression, and perhaps it's still watching, waiting for the next visitors to dare step inside. This was just one of many bizarre events caught on camera. Now, let's take a look at the next chilling encounter clip that left viewers equally baffled. This first disturbing clip comes from TikTok, user MJBECKERS. Michael, a singer-songwriter, is usually known for his lighthearted videos, where he plays various songs on his guitar while singing. But in this particular clip, he shares something completely different. The video shows Michael exploring an abandoned prison in Nashville, all by himself, when he experiences something truly terrifying and unsettling. It's February 26, 2025. As Michael ventures through the decaying halls of the prison, the atmosphere alone is already chilling enough. Aside from hearing a few distant voices, which he initially assumes are coming from outside, nothing too unusual happens at first. That is, until one moment changes everything. And that's exactly what he captured and shared on his TikTok account, hoping someone might be able to explain the frightening encounter he experienced inside these haunted walls.
Yeah, I'm at this abandoned prison in Nashville, and I've been hearing voices, and I'm not sure if it's real. Oh my god.
As soon as he noticed what was happening, Michael fled the building as fast as he could. And it wasn't until he re-watched his footage back at home that he spotted something even more unsettling: a pair of glowing eyes standing silently in the doorway. Michael himself described the encounter as an unreal experience, and after seeing the footage, it's hard to disagree with him. What do you think it was that slowly moved the door and revealed itself to Michael? Could it have been just an animal, its eyes reflecting the faint light? Or was it something far more disturbing, something tied to the dark history of the abandoned prison? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. This is an encounter that Michael, and all of us watching, will not forget anytime soon. And with that, let's head into the next clip, where other urban explorers also had to change their plans earlier than expected. This is Levy, known from his YouTube channel, Ghostia. With a passion for urban exploration and a fascination for the mysteries our world holds, Levy uses his channel to take his viewers along on his thrilling adventures. In this particular video, Levy, along with two friends, sets out to explore an abandoned and allegedly haunted asylum at an undisclosed location. And while they were hoping for an intriguing exploration, what they encountered turned out to be far more intense than anything they had anticipated. It's January 20th, 2024. Just a few days before the planned exploration, Levy visited the location in the daylight to film some B-roll footage and drone shots. He wasn't planning to investigate or explore much that day. It was supposed to be just a quick preparation. But when he least expected it, something strange happened. Something that made it clear this wasn't just another abandoned building.
Oh, look at that bird up there. Hey, little fella. Hey. This is still the building. I'm still taking my time, but this is still the building that we came here with Trinity Paranormal that do animal sacrifice here. I don't know if they stopped doing it, but any people that could feel things, any empaths that could feel things here. Oh. Empaths that could feel things here. Oh. I know you could feel me. I know this. I do have an attachment here. I heard a scream earlier. Was that you? Oh. Okay. Once I said I heard a scream, it was a scream.
Although he was creeped out, Levy's curiosity ultimately won. The fact that there seemed to be some kind of activity even during daylight hours made it impossible for him to simply walk away. Gathering his courage, he decided to take a quick look inside. To lighten the mood and calm his nerves, Levy playfully set up a photo, posing with a drink he had brought along, fittingly named Ghost. A small, skeptical joke to himself. But deep down, the unease was growing stronger with every step he took into the abandoned asylum.
I heard somebody there. I'm just taking pictures. I'm just like, I'm not to disrespect nobody. I know you know me, seen me a couple of times, just in case.
This strange experience only fueled Levy's curiosity even more. He knew he had to return, but this time, after dark. A few days later, he came back, this time not alone, but with two friends by his side, ready to fully explore the abandoned asylum and uncover whatever was behind the eerie activity he had sensed before. However, Little did they know, the night ahead would turn out to be far more intense and unsettling than anything they had prepared for.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
How do you say that? Like, that looks. Oh, not bad, let me see. Oh, yeah, well. Yeah, we good. Alright, let's go in.
So I just follow you, right?
Yeah.
You heard that? Behind you.
That was me.
No,
Laughing?
it wasn't that. What the heck is happening?
Don't worry, you good. You're protected. I got something in my wrist and my back that protects you. I got it in Vegas. Oh, you heard that? Oh, you heard that?
I heard that.
It's laughing behind you. What the heck is happening with this building?
As they ventured deeper into the building, the oppressive atmosphere seemed to thicken with every step. Strange, unexplainable sounds echoed from all directions, making it harder and harder to keep their nerves in check. Every creak and distant whisper of movement only fueled the growing sense of unease. Though every instinct told them to turn back and leave, they pressed on, determined to uncover more evidence of whatever was lurking within these crumbling walls. And their persistence paid off, because the strange occurrences didn't stop. They only grew stronger.
I heard something walking behind me, or talking.
What is up with the movement back
Yeah,
there?
I'm saying that's where this stop moving back there.
Come forward. Okay. Oh, hell no. Yo. No. Mm-mm. No. No. That. No. That.
At this moment, the asylum got completely quiet. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can hear something running all the way down from the other side of the asylum into the room. And what we captured on the voice recorder was outstanding. You can hear something or somebody saying, "It's coming, it's coming." Pause. I know that sounds kind of weird. Right after we heard the pipes sounding. Damn, pipes. Pause. That's kind of sound kind of weird too.
No. No. These windows are blocked. There's no animals in here. No. 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 That ran towards us. Okay. Oh, hell no. Yo. No. Mm-mm. No. No. Okay. Oh, hell no. Yo.
This sent chills running all over their bodies, and they were now completely certain that at least one spirit was present with them inside the old asylum. Hoping to communicate, the group decided to ask questions and attempt to make contact, but without much success. Throughout the rest of the night, faint whispers continued to drift through the halls, but no clear answers ever came through their ghost hunting devices. Whatever was lingering there with them clearly had no interest in using their electronics to speak. Eventually, the heavy energy inside the asylum became overwhelming, and the group decided it was time to call it a night. They left the building behind, still full of unanswered questions, but satisfied with the chilling evidence they managed to capture. One thing was certain. This asylum had secrets it wasn't ready to reveal, and the memories of that night would haunt them long after they had stepped back into the daylight. Now let's dive into the next clip, where once again, someone's exploration turns into a terrifying experience. This clip comes from the YouTube channel Northern Paranormal Team UK, a group of family and friends from Manchester who have joined forces to investigate the mysteries between the living and the dead. They explore abandoned locations and respond to calls from homeowners who believe their houses are haunted, aiming to uncover the truth and capture compelling evidence on camera. In this video, one member of the team ventures alone into a house that has stood vacant since its owners moved into a rental property, convinced that their home is haunted. What he encounters and captures on camera is truly shocking. It's August 18th, 2024. As soon as he steps inside, an overwhelming sense of tension and fear grips him. Despite this, he is determined not to give up. During a previous visit with a friend, they had witnessed a mysterious figure downstairs, fueling his curiosity to uncover what was happening inside the house. However, he would soon realize that returning alone might not have been the best idea.
Right. Doing a little bit of an investigation. Been doing it for a while, but I'm on my own tonight. And the house on my own, it's so creepy. It's terrible. We've seen a figure in the living room behind the door. Oh, for what the with this crap? I'm sick of this.
The clip stops here, and no further updates were given since it was uploaded, but in the description, he mentioned that he was absolutely terrified. We can only assume, and hope, that he left the house immediately after this chilling encounter and made it out safely. What do you think it could have been that was peeking around the corner? Was it something paranormal, or just an eerie trick of the mind? Either way, it gave the man the shock of his life. A moment so intense that even seasoned investigators like him are reminded that sometimes curiosity can bring you face to face with something you're not prepared to understand. Would you have stayed to find out more? Or would you have run without looking back? And with that, let's delve into our last abandoned building encounter. This next clip comes from Aiden, the creator behind the YouTube channel Starfang Travels, where he shares a mix of vlogs, personal reflections, and explorations of fascinating places. And in this particular video, Aiden goes urban exploring on his own, visiting a building that has been abandoned for what seems like an eternity. Strangely enough, nobody has shown any interest in buying it. And although exploring abandoned places isn't new to Aiden, this time turned out to be something far different and far more unsettling than anything he had expected. It's March 13th, 2025. It's already late at night when Aiden makes his way to the strange house that had been catching his attention for weeks. And as he manages to find his way inside, an eerie atmosphere immediately washes over him. A heavy silence hangs in the air. Still, curiosity wins over fear, and Aiden pushes himself to venture deeper into the dark, forgotten house. The fact that the electricity was still working and the lights were on only made Aiden even more uneasy.
There's light up in the studio area right here. That is so weird. Okay. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Bye.
The fact that the electricity was still working and the lights were on only made Aiden even more uneasy, filling him with the creeping feeling that perhaps a homeless person, or someone even more dangerous, might be hiding somewhere inside. Trusting his instincts, Aiden decided not to push his luck any further. Every fiber of his being told him to leave, and so he did. It wasn't until he re-watched his footage back at home that he noticed something chilling. Strange sounds and faint voices picked up by his camera's audio. Noises he hadn't heard while inside. Realizing what he had captured, Aiden felt more relieved than ever that he had trusted his gut and left when he did. Could it have been that someone else really was lurking inside the abandoned house that night? Or was it something far more unexplainable, something hidden within the shadows of that forgotten place? We may never know for sure, but it's clear that in some places, curiosity might come with a price. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.